Hello, I am Pam, and this is my channel, Made by Pam. So what am I doing today? Well, yesterday I opened up a box for my, it's a hand crank, like heavy duty sewing machine / shoe fixer machine. Man, I can't talk today. And I am going to mount on a piece of wood because it came with this little tripod mount thing that these little bars stick into, but they aren't securely attached, so they can fall out at any time. And it's not very safe, obviously. So, I gotta turn off my sound. Okay. So, what I'm doing today is I'm taking this block of wood and I am mounting it to this block of wood. I already have the holes prepped, and I have this prepped, basically sanded them down. This is a piece of plywood. It has a couple layers there. And then this is just a 4x4, which a 4x4 is like 3.5 by 3.5, but it's a 4x4. So first I'm going to mount this block with my power tools onto this piece of wood. And then after I get it securely fastened, I'm going to fasten the machine on it. So I'm going to turn it over. Maybe I should use some tape really quick just to kind of make it stick, just so that it stays in place. How's that sound? I know, using tape on a board. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Hi, squirrels. How are you? I'm attaching a piece of tape. Oh, is it afternoon for you? Oh yeah, Eastern time would be 12. Here, it is 10. I am doing good. I made a wooden block, like mounting board for my new machine that I got. And I'm going to mount it with my power tools. And this is just an excess block of wood that I cut off the thing so that I could, when I'm mounting this, I have like a stable area that it stands against so that I'm not having to try to balance it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to attach these screws. I have these screws here. What I forgot to do, though, is I forgot to do a pilot hole inside of the other block of wood. I did a pilot hole in my plywood. I just didn't get a pilot hole drilled in the other hole. And that might be important. Ouch. And it might be even more important if I didn't just burn my finger with touching the hot board. Oh my goodness, that hurt. That was not very smart. Oh my goodness. It's going to be super loud, so I'm going to pause my mic, but I'm still going to be here. Okay. So I have this board, this block of wood all attached. I'm going to grab my broom and sweep off the table really quick. Get some of this excess sawdust off. Okay, and then right here, I'm going to attach my machine. And so I'm going to be taking these little screw bolts. Hi, Linda. How are you doing today? I am doing good. I am just mounting my manual sewing machine on this block of wood. I showed this machine yesterday, and we weren't very impressed with the tripod stand that it came with. That hole's going to be kind of harder to get to, so I'll do this hole first. And after I get this one attached, because this one I can do with my tool, and then the other one I will attach it with my wrench. Too many people out there surviving. Oh, I bet. It snowed here, so the roads are really slick and messy. So this block of wood, I have a piece of wood here, of plywood, and then this block of wood is a 4x4, which basically is 3.5 by 3.5, because they say a 4 by 4, but it's never 4 inches by 4 inches, because that just isn't the way things work. And yesterday I was setting it up with the tripod and realized that it's best just to have it on a wooden base. Still got a little bit more to go here. And getting it, so I got the wood because I had an old pallet that had the plywood on it. And I could have used other wood too. But I figured plywood would work pretty good. And then I got, I had some 4x4 posts that I've had for like 6 years, because I got them years and years ago when I was pregnant with my 6-year-old, because we was making bunk beds, and it was one of my ideas to do it that way, and then realized that trying to use a 4x4 post wasn't going to be very beneficial. So we switched it to just using regular 4x4s and we did 4x2, 2x4s, and whoops, that's the wrong one. I have the right one here. And then we used two by sixes for the other part of the bed. It's a pretty good size, sturdy bed for my boys. So what I'm doing here is I'm just tightening this bolt. Because obviously this tool is not going to fit in there very well. So it has to be done with the box end wrench. And so it takes a little more time. But it won't be too bad because I already have this other side already mounted. No, that still won't fit with that moved. Why isn't it working now? I had this fixed. Oh, it's not going to work because this bolt is still in the way. Silly me. I was like, it's not moving. What did I do wrong? I know I fixed the wheel. It's because this bolt isn't attached yet. Silly me, silly me. I'm so glad you guys could join me today. I just figured I would do this, mounting this live, just because This is like a hand crank, heavy duty, like leather sewing machine. It's like a cobbler machine. So they use it to make shoes and to repair shoes and for leather sewing. So like I've seen people make wallets with them, and like you can make shoes with them. I have a shoe that some of the thread on it has come undone by the on the top by this toe that I want to stitch up also. I think this would work really cool too for like some of those little tiny doll clothes that you can't really get the arm of those doll clothes around a regular sewing machine. But this, you could fit the arm of a sleeve of the doll around this area. So I think that would be kind of cool. Now I don't fully know how to like thread this one yet. I know the basics. The issue I'm having with it is all the other machines that it shows has a hole in the top of the arm that you put the thread down through, and this one just has it on the side, and I'm a little discouraged because every video I've watched has that thread going down through the top. We almost have it all tight, and this is what takes the most time. Hi, Chris. How are you? I'm finishing attaching this to the piece of wooden block because I figured that's the best thing to do. And it seems like it's going to work out today. What am I making today? Well, I am attaching this and I'm going to thread it. So I figured out what my problem with it yesterday was, is that I did not have this wheel, this turning wheel, fully, I didn't have it attached right. So I had the pieces going in the wrong spot. And then being that it was in the wrong spot, it knotted up the bobbin thread like really, really bad. And so I had to basically had to pry the bobbin thread out because it was so knotted up in there. I almost have this all the way synced in. But I think this is going to work out really good, having it like this. Okay, so it's fully attached. I have my wooden board base. It's secure. It's not going to fall or anything. It's really secure. Yeah, so now I have to figure out how to thread it. So I do kind of have it threaded a little bit, but I know it's not threaded right because looking at stuff, I was like, yeah, that's not quite right. So I have my little thread spool stand thing here because I could just keep it on. Oh, let me lift you up. Yes, I did. I linked it in my comment section. I linked it in the comments section. So this kind of goes like that. So I would just rather put it on the thread stand and, you know, thread it through like that. I'm going to trim this thread so that it's kind of out of the way here. Okay. So on the other machines I have seen, they have all had holes like in this arm piece up here, because the ones that they show all look more like this section, which this is the back one, but it would usually have like a thicker section that would have a hole in the top. Well, this one only has a hole in the side. So I was like, well, so I don't know fully how to thread it, but I'm thinking possibly that it would be threaded through this hole that's here. I'm assuming. I have no idea. So let me turn this around so you can see it. I can thread it backwards with you guys watching. Then you can see what I'm doing. Because, yeah, I'm hoping this works out really good. So I'm just threading it through this hole here. And then you kind of feed it through there like that. And I have a piece of styrofoam. So much styrofoam with this thing. And then last night my daughter saw the box. She's like, Mom, can I have this box? I'm like, no. She's like, well, can I have the other box? I'm like, yes, you can have the other box, but you cannot have this box. Basically, because the box was all torn up and it was full of styrofoam. And I don't want the styrofoam all over the place. See, there's even more styrofoam there. Styrofoam just gets everywhere. Oh my goodness. All right. So I guess we feed it through there. And I did loosen up the tension a whole bunch because I probably could have left it. Trying to think. I think with this it goes around like that. Maybe. I have no idea. Or does it go the other way? I just know that it's supposed to go through this hole here that's on the front of the thing. Like this. And it seems to be working okay so far. And then it's supposed to, I think it's supposed to go under here. And then through a little pull-up lever thing that you see on most machines. Like that. And then it came with this little tool here. Yeah, I think it's going to be really good. And then it has this little doohickey here that you're supposed to be able to feed up through this little shaft. And then you kind of attach the thread there. And then you pull down on the shaft. And then out comes the thread. Now, I looked in this little manual thing, and it talks nothing about how to thread the machine. It talks stuff, but I look at the machine, the instructions. Yeah, the instructions make no sense at all. And so I'll just throw them away. I don't know. I might keep them, but they're pretty much garbage. And then have this here. So I'm thinking with this, like my thread broke. It's like getting stuck here. It's like there's too much tension. So I don't even know if this is being done right. Oh yeah, I bet, Linda. Oh, and this is just a magnet thing that I use when I take my shuttle out of my holder, because otherwise I can't get it out. But see, thing is, this isn't really magnetic very much. You know, this part is, the arms, but this part here, it's not magnetic at all. This part here is a little bit magnetic. This part is magnetic. This part is magnetic. And then this little threader arm, like this little bobbin winder arm thing, it really doesn't work either. It's kind of pointless to even have it on there. I tried. I somehow got that all twisted. I'm sorry. Oh my goodness. And that seems so tight. These tensioner things are really easy to come apart. But they're a pain. Oh my goodness. I'm having an issue, guys. Oh, it's working now. Okay. Maybe for a minute. And I'm wasting lots of thread here, guys. Lots and lots of thread. Maybe it just took me doing that and redoing it to make it work. So let's try this again. Okay. Stick the thread catcher on there. Oh my goodness. Okay. See if I can get this. And it did come with a little, like, destroyed needle threader thing. Okay. See, now it's catching again. I don't know why it's catching. A little frustrating. Hi, Angie. Okay, Linda. See you later. See you around. See, Angie, I put this on a frame. And then this isn't even working. Oh my goodness. It's like there's something going on with this tensioner thing. And I didn't try it before because I didn't have it connected. So maybe it goes around this way first. I have no idea. don't think it goes around that way either. Yes, Angie, I took the legs off. I actually have it mounted to a block of wood. See, Angie, I mounted it to a block of wood. And so now it's secure and stable. It isn't going to tip over. It's not going to fall. And I did get the issue figured out with the arm and the wheel. So I had it set up wrong. And then the thread had gotten caught and was jamming up. Yeah, I don't like those legs either. And like 99% of the things that I've seen, that everyone has taken off the legs. There was even one lady that got one and she didn't get any legs with hers because she opted not to. Because nobody uses them. But my problem I'm having with this is these tensioners, once they're threaded, and I could not find a good video at all whatsoever, instructions, to show me how this was supposed to be threaded. I looked at maybe 20 videos. Yes, this is my new toy, Becky. I saw your new toy, your Singer machine. You know, that's kind of what prompted this a little bit, because I heard you talking about it and that you guys is going to pick it up. And then no, it's not an uh-oh, but I don't know. I'm thinking this is kind of being a pain in the butt. But you were talking about it. And so I contemplated getting one of those heavy duty Singer sewing machines. But then I was thinking about my shoes, because I don't want to have to hand stitch my shoe to fix it. And so I was like, well, if I got this, then I could use this to stitch my shoe. But I'm having some technical difficulties with this, because these tensioners, like, I don't even have them super tight. You know, I could have them super tight, but I don't have them super tight on here. So these tensioner discs and the thread should glide through fine. And there's not really anything that's blocking the thread from gliding through. And I looked at so many videos. What's the bobbin look like? So the bobbin, I'll show you my spare here. If I can get it off the case here. Okay. So this is the bobbin gear. This is what runs it. So it's a gear that sits inside the thing that attaches to the gear that turns this. Well, before that gear was always pushing out the edge. It's not pushing out the edge now, so that's good. But it has a gear, like this gear right here. It has some teeth on it that move it. And as it moves it, it guides through and it turns with this. It turns this, so it twists as it goes. And so this, and then it has a little plate on the bottom. If I can show you. But it has a little plate right here on the bottom that can unscrew with the Phillips head screwdriver. And it has like a little little rod welded to the plate that sticks up and sticks into this hole on the gear. And so it goes in, and then this is the shuttle case. Well, this is the shuttle case. And it's kind of dirty. I need to clean it. And then this is like the little shuttle that the bobbin goes in. And I just realized this doesn't even have the little, like on the other one, it has like a little tensioner piece of metal piece that goes inside there that adjusts the tension. And this piece does not have that. So if I go, and this piece isn't very good anyways. Look at that. It's got a giant hole in the bottom. That's not good at all. So I don't know if this one's any good, if it's even any usable. This is well, it's one of those Chinese, like shoe repair machines. I got it off of Amazon. So my video I did of the unboxing yesterday, it has the link to the Amazon machine. I probably should have just gotten the black machine, and it probably would have been better. You're gonna go check it out. So I will pull it up on my Amazon history and tell you what it says the make and model is. And I got it as part of the Black Friday thing, so I got it a little bit cheaper than what they have advertised on it now. So it's a Beam Nova leather cobbler sewing machine by Beam Nova. It says a leather cobbler sewing machine, industrial hand, heavy-duty shoe repair equipment with needles for canvas, cotton, linen, sewing, craft tools. And I figured this would be good, but for some reason, it's not working quite as well as you would think it should. I'm a little discouraged here. But yeah, I'd probably look around and see if, like if I was to do this again, and who's to say I'm not going to end up returning this one because I can't get the tensioner right? I might ask them to send me a new one. Yeah. And so I may end up telling Amazon to replace it because this one is not working very well. And if I end up having to make a new block of wood for this, I can do that because I have like probably 5. No, I had 6. I had 6 beams that were like 6 feet tall that I got with the machine. The 6 beams that are so tall that I got when I was making bunk beds, and then come to realize that we weren't going to use those for the bunk beds after all. This seems so loose. It's like they used the wrong type of screw in here, because instead of a flathead screw, they used a screw that has a little bevel there instead of using a flathead. Like, you would think that they would use one that had a flathead on it for this arm, but they didn't, and it's weird. But if I can't get this figured out, I will end up just telling Amazon I want a replacement and have them send me a replacement, and I can send this one back if they want. Because I'm really not that impressed with this certain one. But if they send me a replacement, is it going to be this exact same kind? Or is it going to be different? Is it going to be better? Or is it going to be even crappier like this one? That doesn't have the right stuff to make it work properly. You know, because I don't want to send it back and end up having to repurchase it, because then that would cost me more money. See, it catches, and it's it's frustrating. I can try to run it this way. I can try to run it without putting it through. Oh, do you have threading instructions? Well, maybe they'll be the right ones, Becky. Because the other ones I've looked at... Oh, you found the actual site for the Benova. That's cool, Becky. But I don't even think this came with every single piece it was supposed to come with. Basically, because I was missing parts out of it, obviously. I have that so far, and then it has this shuttle, and that's freely moving. So I'm looking at the video, Becky. And what it says here. Then all of this chrome plating that they sprayed on top of this is... And that's the thing, it has that threading arm, but this one doesn't have the threading arm. And see, that's what I was doing. As I was threading it the way it's showing on the video, Becky. But the thing is, it wasn't, the tensioners were not allowing it to freely move through the thing. So that's what my issue was, that these tensioners were like too tight and wasn't allowing it to go through. And on the top here, on the top of the machine here, it is supposed to have a hole for the thread to go through, but it only has this hole right here. And so it's kind of conflicting because it doesn't have what you would think it should have. I'm thinking what I need to do. I don't know what I need to do. I need to figure things out. But I have it threaded now, so maybe it will work again. I don't know. We can test it out. I'll get you back so I can read this chat. Well, see, it was in the packaging that, like the original kind of packaging that it would be in, that everyone else's was in and stuff. So I don't know if it was a return. But this one might end up being a return. Good thing the box isn't gone. It's still in my garbage can. So, I have, trying to think, I have some fabric I can use. Trying to decide which one to use. Okay. So I just have this piece of denim here that I will try. Yes, this is a Chinese leather shoe patcher. Yeah, your washer issue. Luckily for me, this can be returned up till January and replaced. So let me lift up the foot. Whoops, wrong way. So this lifts up the presser foot. It has a little thing here. So we'll go ahead and set that down and see. Let's see. Lift that up a little bit and turn it. And so when you're running it, you're only supposed to run it going clockwise. So you're always supposed to rotate it. Yeah, but this one isn't the same because it's manual, so you don't have to have it up because it has nothing to do, because it just has a little tensioner knobs here to do anything with. Like on my Singer Serger that I have, it has like little tensioning knobs because it's old school. And so And then I guess to, like, if you're doing a back stitch, you would just kind of turn it. Like, the first couple stitches were pretty decent. These next couple, oh my goodness, it has something to be desired. So you just basically could go back in the same spots. And then this is basically needle up position with it in, like, the, I guess, the 10 o'clock position. This is like the needle up position, so the needle will be up enough. At least it's supposed to be. There we go. And then thread just broke. So, like, here, this is kind of loose. So I might not have the bobbin thread proper. Because the bottom looks really nice. I might have the timing on the bobbin wrong. Yeah, because there's, like, no tension at all. Like, there's no, like, it goes really. So let's see. When I threw my magnet on the floor. Yeah, okay, I know what the problem is. My timing is off a little bit. Because when it's in the 12 o'clock position, well, maybe it's right. But I remember them saying that when it was in the 3 o'clock position, this was supposed to be. I don't know. But so this is the casing. So gunked up. And I pretty much had to, like, hand wind this bobbin. Now, I know I've seen some that have the little holes in the side that you can feed the thread through, like you do like a regular bobbin. Kind of like how you have the holes on the side of a regular bobbin. Some I've seen have that, but these ones do not. And I try to get the thread winder, the bobbin winder thing to work, and it did not. Oh, I bet, Angie. So basically what I understand is that it has these little holes here in the side. So you pick which one you're going to send it through. And so I'm not dealing with, like, really, really thick thread. So I'm going to go ahead and send it through the front one this time. I'm going to send it through the front hole. Hi, Janet. How are you? Yeah, this is like a mending machine. And then when you do it, like after you put it in, this is supposed to go counterclockwise. So if you're looking at it, this is supposed to turn counterclockwise to you. And then you will feed it through this other hole up here. Like if I can get the holes. So it feeds through this other hole like that. And then you need to make sure that you have your thread underneath the little tensioner bar. I don't remember what I used yesterday. I used something. But so it just kind of snags it right under. Yeah, this is for like leather, upholstery, denim, cotton. And I'm going to use it to repair my shoes. So since my tension was, well, I don't know if I don't remember if my tension was off or not. I just know so I'm not going to play with that yet. Because it looks like it's in the right position. So let me show you guys really quick again. Show you what I'm dealing with here. Because I think it's in the correct position. Like on here, they have like these two little dots drawn on. So one dot is for when I think one dot is supposed to be when it's at the 12 o'clock position. So when it's like that. So it would be like the 12 o'clock position and then the 3 o'clock position. Is that right? It might be. But then yeah, that might be right. Yeah, because I think when it's in the 12 o'clock position, when it's in the 12 o'clock position, I think it's supposed to be in the 3 o'clock position on the bob, and it's on the thing itself. Yeah. So when it's in the 12 o'clock position, the little dot is supposed to be kind of even with this little lock thing. And then you turn it, and then when it goes back to the 12 o'clock position, now that's, I don't know. This thing is confusing. Oh yeah. I saw someone sewing like a piece of a tire to a piece of leather so that he could like make himself a pair of sandals. Yeah, so I don't know. The instructions on here are not beneficial at all. It does not have very good instructions because it just doesn't. Thinking it goes this way. Because I could have messed it up when I was trying to, because I had to take off the wheel for something and redo something. Maybe. But I'm just going to put it back in. So it says to have this in the 3 o'clock position when you slide it back in. So that basically when you slide it in, it's right there by the opening. Because it has a little groove in the thing so that though it feels like I need to sand part of that. I think with all that goofing around, I've like lost my thread to the top. I'll pick that through again. And we'll try it again and see if the tensioner is better. If I can't get it, I'll probably request for Amazon to send me a replacement. And it may not have been right because I didn't have it threaded all the way around. Maybe just do it that way and see. Because it sews okay, per se, but the tension is off. It just fully doesn't want to work. Like it's like way tight. You'd be ready to throw it through the window. I bet. I at least give it a good chance, you know, give it a try. Like this, like the It's not even like the tensioner isn't even right. It's not feeding through like it should. So I'm going to have to play around with it. But at least I got it to sew something up because I had this piece of denim sitting there. It did have tension issues on the top side. So that might have just been like the bottom thread that was causing the issues. It has a little bit more to it now. I have some other thread that I want to try. Let me just try the other thread. I don't know if it'll work or not, but it does not. Yeah, I am. That's how you do these mechanical things, you know? So I have this like thicker like cotton thread that I got a while back. I don't know how long ago. It was probably a couple years. And I got it from Hobby Lobby for like 74 cents because it was on clearance. And because it's kind of like a top stitching thread, but my other machines, like my sewing machine and stuff, it does not like this thread. I've tried it. It does not like it. It doesn't like the thicker top stitching thread. So I'm thinking if I use this threads, like I haven't tried it in the bobbin yet, but it might work. Like as I'm trying to pull it down, it keeps wanting to get stuck. So now I need to the screws shook loose in transit. Like what screws? Like all the screws here are pretty secure. Now this one that's up here for this arm, I think they just used the wrong screw on it. I'm thinking I need to request a replacement item. But I don't know if they would send me the replacement and then have me send this back. Or if they have me send it back and then they send me the replacement. But I'll give it a good chance. I'll give it a good try before I do that. So I kind of want to unstitch. Would I replace the whole thing? If I got a replacement with Amazon, yeah, I would. And if they asked me what was wrong with it, I would say not as described and doesn't work. Like it was damaged in shipment or something. Because it probably was damaged in shipment. Because the box was damaged. The box had... Oh yeah, you would replace the whole thing. But yeah, I'm thinking about it. But if I did send it back and have it replaced with Amazon, I would put that it was probably damaged during transit, because it was. Because they sent me a box that had huge holes in it. And like it was missing pieces. So I went ahead and unpicked the other stitching, just because I want to kind of be able to use it again. But this time, I'm going to fold it up. So it's going to have 1, 2, like 3 layers. 3 layers of denim, and then the 3 layers of the other cotton fabric that I have here. Yeah, well, it has an operation manual, but the problem is it really does not give you any clear instructions on how to really use it. And then not only that, but also the spare shuttle case that it came with, it's all rusted out. Like it's damaged. So I can't even use that other shuttle case. Yeah, pretty much, Becky. But other shuttle case I can't even use. So see this right here, this lever here, this kind of turns the work. So if you're working and you're working this way, like if I had it like this, it's going to move my work going this way. If I have it going like this, it's going to move my work going this way. If I have it this way, it's going to move my work going this way. And then going this way, it's going to move my work going back. So it just kind of depends on how you have this presser foot facing, on how, like what direction it sews up. Well, thank you, Janet. I like the idea of it having this functionality to switch directions with just moving this. Because then if you're back stitching, you're not having to twist it. All you have to do is like leave it where it's at. You can twist this and go right back the same direction. But so we're going to go ahead and put the presser foot down again. And we're going to see if I like totally broke it when I, like now it's not even, oh, well, geez. That wasn't very good, was it? I like ruin the needle here. Like the problem was that the needle thing had broken free from this little doohickey thing here. So you have this little like needle holder. Oh, and that screwdriver is no good. This is the screwdriver they sent with it, which it does not have a very good tip on it, so it doesn't even work for taking out the needle. It works fine for lifting up the plate to work with the shuttle, but it does not work at all for doing the other. And then it does have a crappy Phillips head on the other side. Yeah. So this is a little like needle holder piece. Which I guess when it's in the right position, it's going to push a little needle piece to make it secure. I may not have just tightened it tight enough. Now it seems like it's back in there. Lower that back out. At least my thread didn't break. Before, my thread would have snapped. I'm pretty sure of it. But I have a denim project that I'm going to be working on because I'm going to be making a denim jacket. And working on it, I know there's going to be some thicker pieces of fabric, but I would like to do like a nice top stitch with thicker thread. And if it's not on that denim jacket I do it on, I would like to do it on like something else, just because. Whoops. I forgot I had it going the wrong direction. Okay. Yeah, it's working now. Maybe. Nope, it's not working. I must have the... Yeah, and then the needle keeps popping out. That is frustrating. And I tightened it. I made sure it was tight. Yep, grr. Well, yeah, I'll definitely play with it some more and see. But with the issues that it's given me, I'll look at some videos and see what I can do about it. But I might end up having to have Amazon replace it because I want one. It's just this one. It's got a lot to be desired. More patience. No, thanks, Becky. I try. Well, I also have 6 kids. And 2 of them, well, 2 of them are moved out. But I have a total of 6 kids. So you kind of have to have patience. But yeah, this is a little frustrating. But I'm going to play with it off camera. And not only that, but in about half an hour, I have to leave and wait for my kids to get out of school. but it's basically showing that, well, it does sew, but I probably have the timing off just a little bit in the bobbin case. I'm going to have to look at that video again that I watched and double check where that timing is supposed to be at, because I might have it off just a little bit. Like, I don't know if with this is supposed to be the other way or not. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at it and see how it's supposed to be. Because I notice a lot of them do just kind of when they're sitting, they have that. Yeah. That's hard, Becky. Then I even wonder if this, you would think that the handle would be a little bit different. I don't know if he has one or not. But I'm going to watch a couple of videos again, make sure I have the timing right, because one of the videos I did watch, it did show the timing was off and showed where the timing was supposed to be. But I noticed that a lot of the chrome coating on part of this is like chipping off, like it's not very well done, which is crazy. But I like the machine if I could get it to work right. All right, guys. Well, thank you guys all so much for joining me. I'm going to go ahead and go and get ready to go pick up kids from school. Hope you guys all have a wonderful day. Stay creative, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye now.